Send Elon to Mars with all his ugly cars. Send Elon to Mars with all his ugly cars.
What's going on is unprecedented. We know that. We see that. It is a 5-alarm fire, and we're fired up now too.
Deport Elon! Deport Elon!
The gutting of our institutions and organizations and departments. Federal workers being fired, taking loyalty tests. Is that America?
This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
We defied a king a long time ago, and I think we gotta do it again. The chaos. They want to make sure government doesn't work so they can privatize it, run it like a business.
Send Elon to Mars with all his ugly cars. Send Elon to Mars with all his ugly cars.
To our trans brothers and sisters, it's not only about your rights, it's about your ability to even exist as they try and erase your history.
The whole world is watching! The whole world is watching! The whole world is watching!
No, this isn't right. We see it. Unfortunately, a lot of our neighbors, our colleagues, our friends and family aren't paying attention to the news right now, and we gotta wake them up! The world is watching. This is our moment.
Send Elon to Mars with all his ugly cars. Send Elon to Mars with all his ugly cars.
Oh my gosh, a Tesla Cybertruck is on fire.
One of the largest Tesla dealerships in the country was burned to the ground in what is a suspected attack of arson, destroying over 550,000 euros worth of vehicles overnight. This is also not accounting for the property and infrastructure damage that was caused by this fire. But when I say burned to the ground, I mean there's nothing left. It is ash. Arson attempts against Tesla chargers in France, which are being seen as a political reaction to Elon's backing of fascists worldwide, actually took a hit in popularity, shows that Europe is fed up with Elon and probably going to move against him very soon. In fact, the German government, which is making very clear signs that they are going to cut the far-right AfD out. And the important thing to remember about that is that most, if not all, of Elon's Tesla factories in Europe are located inside of Germany. If they find him guilty, they're likely going to seize all of those Tesla factories from him, bringing Tesla's stock crashing down and bringing his net worth crashing down.
Stocks connected to Donald Trump and Elon Musk completely collapsed today.
Elon is panicking currently because the Tesla boycotts are working and they actually do have the potential to bankrupt him, but it's actually so much better than that. Because if you listen and do what I'm about to tell you, please, for the love of God, we could potentially bankrupt Elon Musk, ruin the right's plan A to take over everywhere, win the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, which they're currently trying to meddle in, and also maybe as a treat, make Twitter great again. Free Twitter. So hear me out. Elon Musk's entire net worth relies on his ecosystem of companies. But everyone knows if you're a shareholder in one of his companies, you're now entangled in business with all of them. Why is that? Because as we know, billionaires don't actually have billions of dollars. It's the valuation of their companies, and how they keep acquiring companies is they keep taking out loans and borrowing more money based off of the value of the other companies they have and their ability to be able to someday pay those back. If you do enough digging, you'll find that Elon Musk has a bunch of different mortgages and loans that he's taken out. And what is he using to back these loans and promise the banks that he can someday pay back all of this money? It's hard to say on record for many of them, but we can guess, because when he took out loans to acquire Twitter, he used more than half of his Tesla shares at the value that they were as collateral for that. For that one, he even dipped into SpaceX a little bit. So the banks give him loans under the promise that his stocks are a certain price and he could pay them back. But when his stocks start to drop and they're no longer holding up their end of the bargain, he starts to panic because you don't want to default, or whatever the term is, and have to file for bankruptcy because you can't pay back those loans, which would put all of his businesses at risk as well. But why is the White House now panicking and having the president essentially do car commercials on the front lawn? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because this is where we come into play. The Supreme Court race is coming up here on April 1st in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is often seen as a test state for the rest of the United States because it's pretty evenly split down the middle, red and blue. But Elon has been pouring millions of dollars into essentially kind of trying to buy the seat through ad campaigns. Another issue, there's a lot of extreme things that are at risk here in Wisconsin, and it's supposed to be more of a bipartisan seat, but the two options are Susan Crawford, who's pretty bipartisan but a little bit left-leaning, and Brad Schimmel, who is wildly right-wing. You can guess which one Elon is pushing for, but overall, this is sort of like a test to see if the right can just have Elon continually pour money into buying seats across the nation. Two things need to be done here. First, you need to get the word out in Wisconsin to show up on April 1st and let them know that you can't just do this. The rest of us all need to keep doing this right here. Because obviously it's working, and they're panicked that their plan A is about to go straight out the...
Is Trump using the White House lawn as a Tesla showroom crazy? Well, yes, but multiple things can be true at once. And while it's very, very fucking crazy and probably illegal, it might be helpful for us. Walk with me. As we know, Trump is considered a businessman, and I say considered because just like J-Lo, he's not good at his job. He has like 6 bankruptcies under his belt. And being as though he doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon, he's probably on his way to a 7th. And I was thinking that his 7th bankruptcy very well may be America. However, if he continues to try to add car salesmen to his resume and help his handler Elon Musk, maybe he'll be too busy to fuck over America. And not only will he be too busy to fuck up America, but again, we already know how he is as a businessman. So my thing is, would we rather see him bankrupt America or bankrupt Tesla? Right, exactly. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
For the first time in history, you can post, "He's an idiot," and 90% of the world will know who you're talking about.
I love America. It's an amazing place. And do you know what I've come to realize, right? Americans, you basically do everything that we do, but you do it bigger and you do it better. Like, we have stupid people here. But your stupid people are world class. And that is not me saying, oh, all Americans are stupid. No, America also has the smartest people on the planet. What I'm saying is that when America does stupid, you do stupid. Like, our village idiot is in a park shouting at clouds. Yours is president.
Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse, mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
At this point, if I get picked up by aliens, I'm going to consider it a rescue mission instead of an abduction.
Send Elon to Mars with all his ugly cars.